Hi everyone, I'm Kathy and welcome to my kitchen. It's a gloomy and rainy day, and what a great day to do soup. So tonight I'm making chicken tortilla soup, and it's going to be super easy, super tasty, and everyone's going to love it. I'm actually making it to take to a potluck dinner tonight. It's one of our favorites, so let's get cooking. For the chicken tortilla soup, this is pretty much all the ingredients that you're going to need. I'm going to use 2 chicken breast halves. They're about 8 ounces each. I'm going to cut up some carrots, some zucchini, onions, some jalapeno peppers, fresh cilantro, and then of course garlic and black beans. And I'm using a Rotel fire roasted diced tomatoes, some chili powder, cumin, black pepper, salt, chicken broth, and then also some frozen corn. I've already cooked the chicken breast and that's going to be shredded up, but I'm going to go ahead and put all the rest of the ingredients into the pot with the broth that I made from the chicken, and I'll be adding the additional chicken stock into it. It's going to be a very hearty, very delicious soup. So let's get started. To start off the soup, first I'm going to saute the onions and the garlic and let that cook a little bit. I'm going to put a tablespoon of olive oil in this hot pan. And then I'll go ahead and do a tablespoon garlic. Turn that heat down and throw in the onions. I didn't chop the onions, I just cut them up. You don't want them too tiny. Now that the onions have cooked a little bit, they're a little tender, and the garlic, I'm going to transfer this to my big soup pot. In my soup pot, I already have about 2 cups of broth in here from when I cooked the chicken. I'm going to put my heat up to high and get this to a boil, and I'm going to add the additional stock. I have 32 ounces of chicken stock. I'm also going to add 1 jalapeno pepper that I chopped up. And let's get this to a boil before I start adding in the rest of the ingredients. And I'm going to add in 2 more cups of water. Now that we have the stock boiling, I'm going to add in the carrots. And I'm going to add in the zucchini. I really like this brand of fire roasted diced tomatoes. It has a nice taste to it. So I'm going to add 1 can of this into the soup. Oop, I splattered hot water on myself. Careful with that. And I'm also going to add in a can of black beans. As you add the ingredients, the boil will stop. So you want to keep the heat on high, and once it starts boiling again after you've added all the ingredients, then you'll turn it down to medium and let the soup simmer for about 40-45 minutes, and it should be done. But now we're going to add in the frozen corn. I'm going to add in 12 ounces of frozen corn. The seasonings I'm going to add to the soup is 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 2 teaspoons of cumin, and 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And then you just stir it all up. Now that the soup is boiling, I'm going to turn this down to medium low and just let it simmer and cook for about 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. And I forgot, I also like to add a little bit of the Bijole Condiment Seasoning. It adds a little bit of flavor, but it also adds color. And I love that. While the soup is cooking, I'm going to toast up some of these tortillas. It's a white corn tortilla, and I have olive oil in here, and I'm just going to lay it down, turn down the heat a little bit. I just want to get it a little toasty on both sides. We'll cut these in strips and then add them to the soup when we're serving. So it doesn't take long. You see the edges brown a little bit. Just transfer them over to some paper towel to soak up any of the grease. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of rice into my tortilla soup, and I have brown rice that's left over, and it's always good to use leftover rice. And we'll just add that into the soup. Oh, soup is really very hearty. If you could see this, oh, look at all that. Lots of chicken. You get a lot of chicken from those two breasts. And all the vegetables. This is going to be wonderful tonight. And last but not least, I've got some fresh chopped up cilantro. I know some people don't like this, but tell you what, in Mexican cooking, you gotta have cilantro. And it just adds a really wonderful flavor. And the fragrance right now, so yummy. And of course, the cook has got to taste this, so let's taste a little bit. See if it needs anything else. Oh, yum. Perfect. Don't need anything else. As the cook, I'm going to have to try a little bit before I pack it up to take it to my potluck. Oh, it just smells so amazing. Added a few of the tortilla strips to the soup, and I'm going to try this. It's hot though. It's hot. This is so good. Excuse my slurping. This is yummy. Excellent. The chopped up jalapenos are coming out. They're not too hot, but they give it just that kick. A little bit of kick. And oh, the broth is just amazing. Tao, you don't eat tortilla soup. But I eat chicken, Mommy. With the cold season that we're getting into, a hot bowl of chicken tortilla soup would be amazing. It'll warm your tummy and you will just love it. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell so you get the notification of my next video. Thanks everybody. Bye.